My mother, 46F, told me, 22F, that I should accept her extreme tamper tantrum. I, 22F, have some relationship problems with my mother, 46F. For telling you the story, I only grew up for all my life with my mother and don't have any other family. Sometimes, she becomes very angry, with a reason or not, and she starts to have a very angry and extreme reaction for unimportant things and says things like, "You are ruining my life." She yells uncontrollably and won't let me leave, will transform everything I said into something awful. She tell me to stop crying because I'm making noise that ours neighbors can hear. She starts to say me awful things and say I'm a terrible person, and say she can cut me out of her life because she won't let herself be mistreated by me. I have to say that she told me those kind of things since I'm a child, and that I, obviously, haven't mistreated her. I admit I've said things that I regret when I was a teen, but when you're the adult, you're not supposed to take seriously what an angry teenager says. I had to leave my mother's home this year because I had to move to another city for my studies and I don't go home very often. I will have a holiday soon for Christmas and I will have to come to visit her. I'm a little worried about it because her temper's tantrums are very violent even though she's not physically violent, and I don't know what to do in this situation, and I'm afraid that she'll do another crisis when I'll see her for Christmas. Some days ago, we had a phone call and she told me I always keep my feelings inside and that's not something good for me and that I should express myself, peculiarly when I'm angry. I answered her that because of some medical conditions and that I'm not physically a strong person, I can't do it because when someone is angry at me, they can easily overpower me and beat the crap out of me. I said it's my natural instinct to be careful and to be afraid of people when I feel in danger, especially with her. She then told me that I have to learn to better accept that and learn to have control on my emotions in situation like this and do nothing about it because the problem is not coming from me. She continued and says that because I've been through a lot of abusive relationship in the past few years with very toxic people in my love life, I'm becoming too fragile because, in her point of view, when I was younger, I accept these kind of situations easily. In my point of view, I just didn't have a choice, and every time this happened, this made me in a terrible state. I know she behaved like this because her job is stressful and because she have a difficult story behind her. I've already been no contact with her, but she always give another version of the story and said that is my fault because I push her to her limit, and I always end by trusting her and says I'm sorry and she says she's sorry too. But I just don't know what to do, and what she said made no sense. I don't want to lose my only family because I literally have no one else and she's my mother. If you have some advices on this situation, I'll be very grateful. TL. Doctor. My mother told me I should accept her temper tantrums that are extreme when I told her that this is a terrifying and painful experience for me. I know I will have to come back to see her for Christmas and I don't know what I should do. Among other things, my mother also had temper tantrums like yours, that she would project onto me and such. I'm not offering a solution because this is the one you don't want to hear, but this is what happened to me. I was like you, she was my only family left and she was my mother. But I had to cut contact and walk away because it was slowly killing me. At first I thought it was a temporary break, that I needed to recover, but I was so exhausted I ended up at the hospital, because of a life-threatening event caused by her constant and relentless abuse. This is abuse, Op. I know you're a good person, but you also have to be a good person to yourself. Edit to add, you're not weak. Don't listen to her when she says you're weak. You're strong as heck and resilient. Never doubt this. Ever. Anger is a valid emotion. There is often a valid reason for someone to be angry. How you express your anger is a choice. You can learn how to express your anger responsibly without screaming, shouting, exploding, and all of the rest of the really awful things people think about. Expressing your anger is important and healthy, but only if you can do it responsibly. Your mom obviously cannot express her anger responsibly.